I'm trying really hard to switch up my intro. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how you can make some like decor and snacks and stuff loosely based around the idea of having like a tea party-esque kind of thing. You can do this with your friends, or you can do this with yourself, or you can just make these things because they're cute and yummy and stuff like that. I just really wanted to make this video partially because it's so freaking cute, and then I also kind of feel like this is releasing my inner 6-year-old, so hopefully you enjoy and you can relate. To make these really cute coasters, I asked my dad to like cut out a piece of wood into little squares, so that was really helpful. Thank you, Dad. And then afterwards I just took a piece of tape. I just used like regular tape and it worked fine, so you should be okay. But I just put that from one corner to the other corner going diagonally on the piece of wood, and then painted in half of it. And I did about 2 coats for each. If you have like lighter pastel colors, you might want to do like a coat of white first and then paint over top of it. And I also actually used like a makeup sponge to kind of like dab on the paint on each of these things, and it worked really well, and they're actually like really inexpensive. I think I got a pack of like 30 for $2 or something. You could actually arrange these into a larger coaster-esque thing if you wanted to make these as a larger kind of like hot plate for your teapot or whatever else you're putting down, and it's just gonna like protect your table and actually look really cute at the same time, so I'm really happy with these. I also made these little flags, which are actually really cute, and I put them in like waffles and stuff. They're so pretty. So to make these, basically what you want to do is start off with a piece of wire. So I actually used some pipe cleaners instead of wire. It works the same. You want to squish that between 2 pieces of tape. This is going to make it a lot easier to work with, and it's just going to help everything be a little bit easier. So afterwards you want to take some hot glue and put a thin layer on the top of your little tape, and then put a piece of origami paper or any other decorative paper on top of that. You could also use fabric if you would like to. It might fray though at the ends, so you might want to figure something out with that. I heard though if you like burned ribbon, it like stopped it from fraying. I don't know, don't catch yourselves on fire. You should probably at least Google it before you do this. So afterwards I'm just going to do the same thing with the other side. I just put some more glue on it and then flipped that over so that it was covered in the origami paper, and then I just kind of trimmed it out into the correct size I wanted. I wanted mine to be a little flag, so of course that's what I did. Then afterwards you can glue a skewer or any other like lollipop stick to the very end of this and actually roll it up to make it super secure. Then you can go ahead and bend this into like the flag shape to make it look like it's kind of waving and stuff, which is pretty cool. And if you wanted to, you could also use this to make like little sandwich things, like you know when there's a toothpick or something that's kind of like keeping them all together, or you can make like fruit kebabs or something. I don't know, but I thought these were really pretty and cute and stuff. So to make just a few more like really easy, simple and colorful things, I took these like little scissors that went like bloop on them, and they had like the little rigid edges, and I used this to make napkins and a table runner. And I think like because I was working on a white kind of area before everything else, it makes it look a bit more colorful and vibrant and stuff, and especially with my saturation edit, it looks really cute. So on to all of the foods and stuff that we're going to be making. As just like a really simple and quick thing, I took those like brownies with the little sprinkles on them and just cut them out in heart-shaped cookie cutters to make them really cute, and they're so simple and easy, and it looks really pretty. In addition to those, I actually made some like little grilled cheese sandwiches, but I kind of rolled them up and made them into like more of a burrito-esque thing. Basically what you want to do is take a piece of bread or 2 or 3 or however many you're going to make, and just cut off the crusts of each and then roll them out so they're really thin. You want to make these as thin as you can possibly get without making them like really dense like a wrap would be. So basically when you have that done, you just want to put that in a pan filled with butter, and then you want to go ahead and make sure that is getting all warmed up and place some cheese on top. After the cheese is somewhat melted, you can go ahead and take these out and just roll them up into little rolls, and this is going to help them stick all together and not like fall apart. Then afterwards you can continue cooking each one until they're like kind of done and brownish on the outside. So when all of these are adequately cooked, you can take them out and put them on a plate and stuff, and they're kind of like cuter, smaller versions of grilled cheese, and I just thought this was really kind of creative and cute. In addition to these, I wanted to make something for the teak to kind of like tea party, yay. So to make something that kind of fit the whole tea theme throughout this, I decided to make these sugar cubes, but I also made them hearts and pink. You want to take a mug and just put in a few scoops of sugar. I believe I used about 6 roughly, but this isn't the final amount of like sugar that's going to be in your cubes later. We're going to add more in later, so don't worry about like measurements and making sure that this is enough. Afterwards, you want to take a few tablespoons of water and just kind of pour that in, as well as some food coloring, and then this is going to help it mix together very, very well. So once you have all of that mixed up, it's going to take a long time to dry if you leave it just like that. So what you can do is add in more sugar to kind of make the amount of water in it like less. Do you see what I'm doing here? So that it's going to take less time to dry, and then we can be a little bit happier. So once you have some more sugar in, you want to make sure that of course you have enough for the sugar cubes you're going to be making, and then spoon this onto a plate or any other kind of mold that you would like to be working with. My plate, I just kind of like scooched around the sugar in the cookie cutters because they are very like loose. They're not going to be like tightly packed kind of like cookie dough right away. So you basically want to kind of scooch around the sugar until it's all in the correct places and you have all of the sugar cubes that you would like to cut out done. Then afterwards you want to place a napkin or a paper towel or something over top of that, followed by a plate or a coaster or something heavy enough. This is going to help to press down the cloth that we used and make sure that everything kind of like gets evaporated and absorbed as quickly as possible. After these are all dry, you can of course just slide them off into a decorative plate or something, and then you're all done. And I feel like this is really, really convenient to like not have to scoop out the sugar and just kind of put it in, and it's also very cute. So I, of course, being me, really wanted to make waffles for this video, so I tried my best to make cotton candy like colored waffles. Turns out I don't really know how to bake waffles. What I had done was made the original waffle batter and then divided that in two, dyeing each one a different color. I don't think I exactly followed the recipe right to actually make the batter, because as you can see, they look pretty disgusting. And in real life, there was like specks of like yellow stuff in it, and not 100% sure what that was. I was really determined to make waffles, so I tried it again, a less risky, more easy way. And I'm sorry this isn't like as intense as I had intended it to be, but basically that wasn't really working out for me, so you know, these waffles were wonderful. Basically what I did was made a really easy batch of waffles. Then afterwards I just poured these into the griddle and sprinkled sprinkles on top, and these actually like bake into it and look really, really cool. I kind of wanted it to be like tie-dye, but I wasn't 100% sure how that was going to work, but they actually look really, really cute, just kind of baked into it, which of course works really well. I'm fine with that. And then I closed it and waited for it to be done. Afterwards they looked really, really cute, and I'm really happy with everything. Everything is absolutely adorable, and I'm really happy about that. So I hope you guys like this video. I filled up a 64 gig SD card working on this, so that's a lot of footage. I have 20 seconds to go. I have to say bye really quickly. Okay, bye!